Amrit Mahotsav.
Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. Birth of a Nation. India's glorious freedom struggle is one of the greatest struggles the modern world has ever witnessed. AIR News brings you a glimpse of the struggle every day.
Utkal Santana, tebe kimpa tuhi bhiru, tohara janani rodana karile, kahibaku kimpa daru.
In today's episode, we remember social reformer Madhusudan Das, who was born on the 28th of April 1848 at Cuttack district, Odisha. He founded Utkal Sammilani in 1903 that successfully campaigned for the creation of Odisha on the 1st of April 1936. The first graduate and advocate of Odisha, he is also known as Kulabruddha, Grand Old Man, and Utkal Gouraba, the Pride of Utkal. In Odisha, his birthday is celebrated as the Lawyer's Day on the 28th of April.
To purva purusa jaya karithile Ganga tharu Godavari tankari orasu janma hoi tuhi keu gune tanku sari.
Madhusudan Das started Deshamishra Andolan and worked hard for the social, political and economic uplift of the people of eastern India. He rendered his admirable service to the nation as a very successful lawyer, social reformer and patriot. He was acclaimed as a great legislator and journalist. He was the first Odia to be the member of the Legislative Council and member of Central Legislative Assembly. He had the distinction of being the first Indian minister.
He was also an excellent orator in Odia, English and Bengali. As a writer and poet, patriotism was always at the forefront of his mind, and that was reflected in all his literary works. He penned a number of articles and poems in both English and Odia. Some of his important poems are Utkal Santan, Jati Itihash and Jananir Ukti.
Jatiro unnati se kahu karibo swarte jara vyasta mana saguna bilua chikitsa kahele sabaki paibo prana.
Madhusudan Das died on the 4th of February 1934, and by the time of his death, he had spent all his property on the well-being of the people of Odisha. His immense contribution towards the state and nation would be admired forever. We salute the great nationalist.
We also remember martyr Kehar Gajan Singh, who was beaten to death in prison by the British authorities on the 28th of April 1925. A resident of Hoshiarpur, Punjab, Singh joined the peaceful Sikh Jatha to Jaito Gurudwara, Gangsar, Nabha in 1924 against the British order prohibiting all prayer assemblies.
The Jatha was stopped by the orders of Wilson Johnston, the administrator of Nabha, and the police arrested a number of its members. Gajan Singh was also arrested and beaten to death in Nabhabir jail on the 28th of April 1925. We salute the great son of the soil.
जागी जागी है धरती सारी और जागा जागा है अंबर जागी जागी है नदियां सारी और जागा जागा है सागर जागो.
We also remember independence activist Narain Singh, who took part in the First War of Indian Independence in 1857. Initially a sepoy in the English East India Company Army in Khandesh, Maharashtra, Singh fought the British at different places in Khandesh. He was caught while defending the British attacks and was charged with desertion and mutiny against the British. He was sentenced to transportation for 10 years. and died in the Andaman Islands on the 28th of April 1860. We salute the great son of India.
That brings us to the end of this episode of Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. See you in the next episode tomorrow.